Hi there. This being Men International Day, there's a theme that has been chosen, and that is men relating with women. And I would like really to focus on the misconceptions that have been held when men relate with women. And these misconceptions come out as how we take men, how we think men should be in a relationship, and especially more in a romantic relationship. It is taken that men are more logical than emotional, and I think nothing would be further than the truth. But that doesn't mean that they also cannot be as romantic as women could be romantic. I think we need also to understand that yes, men can be very romantic, but in a different way. Just because we are different doesn't mean that we are less romantic, we are less relational, but it only means that we also need to be understood. There is a misconception that men are supposed to be less expressive of their emotions. For example, men should not cry, men should show that they are strong, men should not express their emotions openly, and especially more negative emotions. Whereas at the same time, men are supposed to be sensitive to emotion. They're supposed to know how to handle a woman. She's sad when she cries. And the misconception here is, how would you do that if you are not emotional? For you to respond to emotion, you also need to be emotional as well. So the aspect of that double, the double standards in men when it comes to relationships is what brings out misconceptions of how men should be. How do we define being romantic? For example, is just being romantic something of, say, of the day of the present? I think every man is romantic, but every man is romantic in a different way. And this is what we need to understand when it comes to these men relating with women. How does my man relate? How does he define being romantic? And this would depend from one relationship to the other, one male to the other. We cannot all be the same. However, there are also no set standards of how to relate, how to be romantic. I think everybody will have to learn his own way. Every man will have just to learn his own way. But there are those basic concepts like being kind. You should be kind to the other person, being generous to the other person, and also being sensitive to the other person, which should also go both ways. So just as a man should be kind, they should also be shown kindness. Just as a man is supposed to be understanding, they should also be understood. And just as a man is supposed to show appreciation, they should also be appreciated in the way that they are. I think the worst misconception is that we are trying to change men instead of trying to appreciate men. We are trying to show there is something wrong with men, and we have all the male movement trying to rescue men, looking at what went wrong with men, where are our men? And nothing can be, I would say, a more misconception than that. I think there is nothing wrong with men. It's only the appreciation of these men. It's only the understanding of these men that is not there. If they are reacting to something, then it is not something about men that is wrong. It is the reaction that they are having and what they are reacting to. As we celebrate Men's Day, I think it is also time that we took our time to understand men.